Holla back, y'all.
It's rolling.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. You gotta tighten this up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, is this Troy?
Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is Ansel Lane with Beatwell NM. Angela has directed me to your number. She said that you had some interest in insurance, health insurance for your employees for your small business.
Yeah, is there any way I can call you back? I'm right in the middle of something.
Absolutely. Here, I'll call you back in like 30 minutes if I don't hear from you. Is that okay?
Yeah, you might want to make it a couple hours. I'm in a bunch of
Okay,
meetings.
yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great. All right, have a good day.
All right, yeah.
No. All right. Mute this because I know she's gonna fucking call at least 18 times.
Just as soon as you do that. All right.
Take one. Us
Picard.
being awesome Picard.
Season 1.
Actually, I'll look right now. Let's see.
Uno.
Picard. Ep 1. Then you know.
Clicky clacky.
Clickety clack. All right.
Okay.
Why am I like center? Is that normal?
No.
Other way. A little bit more. There we go. There we go. Now I'm on the right side. All right. So keep this like middle line right in the middle.
That's the boundary. That's your side.
This is my no touchy side.
All right.
doing that thingy. Well, people,
We're back.
I don't think we went anywhere. We did this last week.
We've been sitting here the whole time.
Yeah.
Just waited for a week.
There's a big pile of whatever.
Excrement. Bodily filth.
There's a 5-gallon bucket down there, and it's almost to the rim. So I'm glad we're done.
Whew.
It stinks in here.
It is a long week. So, yeah, new show on streaming. I swore I wasn't going to get it.
I didn't.
Just when I thought it was. They pulled me back in.
I didn't, but somebody decided, and it wasn't even you this time.
No, it was out of the blue. And it's not like we didn't have anything on the DVR. It's just...
So much more stuff to watch on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is kind of going over and reviewing Picard.
Star Trek.
And look, I was a Star Trek fan way before I was a Star Wars fan. So I'm allowed, and I was a huge Next Gen fan.
Yeah, that's when it pulled a lot of the younger people in.
Yeah, it's that's when I was like, oh, Next Gen is so cool. And so Picard is.
Who's your favorite Next Gen character?
I was a Worf character. I loved the Klingons, man. Klingons were pretty cool, but I also liked I liked Data because there was this one time where Data's all like, I'm afraid, and he's like, I'm gonna turn off my emotion chip. And I think Picard said, I wish I can do that. So it was one of those things where yes, Picard is back. It's only on CBS All Access.
All Access.
So
Now that I have it, I'm probably gonna watch Discovery now.
yeah, and that's what when you kind of set me up and said, hey, we're doing this, and I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, well, now I have CBS All Access. I might as well watch Discovery now. But I heard Discovery's way not as good. So
I know they got plans for other Star Trek stuff, so we'll see.
yeah, I mean, so episode 1, you have
Picard.
a Picard. It's pretty much like
It's post him retiring from
yeah.
Starfleet.
This is right from Nemesis. Look, this is gonna be a lot of spoilers, and Nemesis pretty much ended with Data blowing himself up to save the crew. Okay, and he's in his 70s probably. I mean, this was 18 years ago from the last Nemesis, so even he says it was almost 20 years ago. So he retired or got out as an admiral. But it's one of those things where it's so well shot and so well directed, and and Patrick Stewart is just amazing.
And the pacing is just, it's kind of slow, but not so slow that you want to stop watching.
Yeah.
It's just,
well, the funny thing is that was the one thing that got me is that, I usually, when I watch like these shows, I'm usually like playing on my phone and it's in the background.
Yeah.
This was all like, this kind of grabbed me from the beginning, and I was like, and it was one of those things, I think it was more for fanfare than anything, because there was a lot of references back to, the original Next Gen
not
stuff.
Not necessarily Easter eggs, but a lot of references.
A lot of references, and I was always a big Next Gen fan, and to see actually Next Gen people back on the screen as Star Trek characters was pretty cool. And now that we've been to enough cons, I've met a lot of these people. The only person that still needs to sign my poster is Patrick Stewart, and he is impossible to get. So
he doesn't do a whole lot of events.
I think the only event he does was the big Star Trek con in Vegas every September.
That's where you're going to have to catch him.
And that's where, unfortunately, that's where I'm going to have to catch him. But I'll be in LA, and so I might take it. I'll see if it's the same weekend. But either way, so we're going to kind of go over. I watched it this morning. There's a lot going on. Jeez. Okay, so you're going to cut to Picard playing poker with Data, and you have to understand that.
And the first thing you think is like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I was sitting there
Data's
like,
gone. He's dead.
I was sitting there like, oh no, are they like trying to bring him back? All right, because I was sitting there like, all right, but thank God it was just a dream,
right?
And he did wake up, and he has an awesome looking pit bull, which is named Number one.
A pretty cute little pit bull.
And I was sitting there like, everybody's like, who did a better number one, the pit bull or Riker?
Jonathan Frakes. He appears later in the season. They showed some.
They showed like this season on Picard.
Do a who wore it best type thing.
But it was pretty good. So pretty much he comes awake, and it's called the Picard Chateau in Paris.
Yeah, Picard is his winery.
Yeah, it's his winery in Paris.
They referenced it in Next Generation a few times.
Yeah, because he always wanted to retire on a vineyard, and he retired, and he got out, and apparently he has two Romulan. That's gonna be annoying to say.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the two of them. I was.
But he did save most of the
yeah.
people on the planet.
So, if you haven't seen Nemesis, you probably should watch Nemesis before you watch because the movie, before you watch Picard, because it kind of lobs up Picard pretty well.
Yeah,
especially with the so it's 20 years later, sentience. So Picard's going through an interview where they said,
they set him up hard.
They set him up hard, and you knew it was going to come. They said, we told her not to say those things.
Yeah.
And any good reporter, as soon as you tell them not to do something, they're going to do it. So pretty much, as soon as like the fifth question was like, so why'd you leave? And it was the thing is like, because I didn't leave
He disagreed with how they
handled the Romulan exodus.
Yeah. Because they were just going to leave them.
Yeah. And apparently Mars is still burning. So.
Yeah, they said to this day. Mars is on fire.
Is on fire. So it's pretty much, and he's an older man now. He's not no spry chicken, but it's getting a good foundation of what's going on with this season, or this Picard, or this reboot, or something like that. Not reboot, but continuation. So you cut to Daesh, right?
Yeah.
That's the girl, and she has a whole like it's like two stories coming together at the end. Which is, I'm sorry, it's a horrible name. Daesh. You know why it's a horrible name?
It probably stands for something in another language, or
it's Daesh is the Islamic the ISIS name in Islam is Daesh.
For what?
ISIS.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting there like, ooh.
Well, her sister had a weird name too.
Yeah, like Nona or Mona.
You find out she has a sister.
Oh yeah, well she has a sister, but either way, so what happens is like I think they're like the first like we go to her story, she's pretty much saying
She just got accepted at some job.
well, and it wasn't just some job. It was the one in Tokyo, and it's actually a big prestigious learning center or something
Right.
like that. And this was actually referenced from previous ones. So she got a job there, and like literally she's with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend's going to go get some food, and all of a sudden these Romulans freaking just come in like
you don't know the Romulans at first.
yeah, you don't know they're Romulans.
They
at
bust in
first.
looking like snake eyes.
I was sitting there like, man, even in the future they still wear helmets. You would imagine
Yeah.
they would have invented something by now. But and like we got really invested in this dude, and then he's like gone.
Yeah, he was kind of cool. He had the side. He had like 2 sets of
Eyelids. Yeah. So pretty much, and they're trying to.
Big knife to the heart. He's gone.
Oh yeah. And they were trying to pretty much control her as soon as she gets in, and she's all like, she doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, well, they put that thing on her head, and they're like, oh, she hasn't been activated.
She hasn't been activated yet.
And then all of a sudden,
oh man, you know what it reminded me of? If you ever
Jason Bourne.
No, check it. No, it's. Have you seen the movie Upgrade?
Yeah.
And that reminded me of that.
Yeah.
It said, "Dude, would you like me to take over?" And I was like, "Yes." And then like she went in overdrive. I was like, "Damn!" And she had a hood on.
Yeah.
So
it just wasted. Was it 3 or 4 dudes?
3 dudes.
Yeah.
It was and just wasted them. And she runs,
And she keeps having that flashback memory of Picard.
Of Picard, visions.
She's never met him before.
Yeah.
But she keeps having that vision.
So pretty much like, and then so she's walking in the street. And she's trying to get away, and she sees Picard on TV.
On that interview where they hijacked him.
On that newspaper or the interview. So pretty much, it's a cool side story, and I think she's going to have a. Unfortunately, she won't be continuing on.
Spoiler. You're not going to see Daesh again.
No, you're not going to see her anymore. But it was funny that she finds him. It's one of those things where she finds him, then she leaves, and then she finds him again, and she went all hacker mode.
Yeah, he's like, well, how did you find me? You can't track me unless you have a top secret clearance.
You need classified clearance, and you don't have that. So, yeah, it's a crazy thing. So apparently, Daesh is the daughter
of
Data. Dun dun dun.
We said it.
Yeah. And hey, you clicked on this freaking. Yeah, you clicked on this video. It says spoilers. But as he said, she actually has a twin. But I think
that's way at the end.
That's way at the end, and that we'll get into in a second.
Yeah, when she finds Picard again, she is jumped again by the Romulans, which they just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, they pop out of nowhere. So most likely they have like either a Romulan transporter ship somewhere because Romulans can cloak, right? No, or is that just Klingons?
Romulans can too, I think.
Yeah, so they might have a ship somewhere, but the thing is
maybe they have Yennefer and she's just making portals for them to come in.
Oh my God! Yes, reference to our previous video.
Reacha.
You should watch that. So yeah, it's a crazy look. I know some people are really divided about this. Either some people like it or some people really don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of action just yet, besides the couple fight scenes.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of, you got to build a story before you can just start blowing stuff up.
You gotta
Michael Bay like.
Or like Star Wars, like, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was one of those things where it's like, oh, that's a really cool story, and then like she goes all like crazy upgrade mode, right? And I was sitting there like, man, the fight scenes are cool, and especially on those stairs, and I know exactly where those stairs are at because that's Anaheim.
Oh, was it Anaheim?
Anaheim Convention Center because I actually
stood on those back stairs.
I stood on those back chairs with a bunch of friends, and my friends were on that back stairs because that's where all the pictures were taken. This
Did
was
any Romulans pop in out of nowhere when you were there?
No, I don't. But the crazy thing is, she messaged her mom, and the mom's like, "Just have to go back to Picard," and she's like,
"I never told you.
I never told you that." Yes, you did.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
So it looks like either they're looking for Picard or she's there to protect Picard.
Yeah, maybe the mom is just a figment of her imagination.
Yeah, because I think wasn't there a glitch or something like that?
Well, they put memories into her because she said, "Oh, I have a father, and this is what."
Yeah, and those are your memories.
Yeah, those are yours. Nobody can take them.
Yeah,
not happened though. You just that's what was implanted into.
Yeah, and who knows how old she is? She might be as soon as Data kind of.
Well, he's been retired for what, 20 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Because he said, "Can
she's
you
like,
make
I'm 28 years old.
a what do you call it? A sentient
Yeah, it's a
human android type thing?"
Yeah, it's pretty much, and they said like, they tried, and so Picard pretty much went to the place where she got accepted in, and it's funny that scientist lady that he was talking to.
I've seen her in something else.
You know exactly where you've seen her in.
I can't place it.
Oh no,
I can see because
Scott Bradley. No, not Scott Bradley.
a roundish face.
She was the girl drummer from that movie.
Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
That was her. Yeah,
that was her. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because as soon as I see her, I was like, ha, I know her. Because I literally just watched that movie the other night. So I was sitting there like, ha, we are Sex Bomb, and we are here to sell out stuff. But yeah, so she, she's in there. She's the doctor. And it's funny because, like, the first time he asked her seriously, she started laughing.
Yeah.
And you're like,
oh, wait.
You're serious.
And then you see they still have B4,
Yeah.
which is a data
clone, which is stupid.
An inferior clone.
A stupid clone.
Yeah, but he had another one, didn't he? Lore?
I think
who was
so.
Pretty much evil.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it was like the South Park. It just has a goatee.
I don't think he did. If I remember right, that he was just evil. The doctor, whatever, I guess made him first, and it turned out bad, so he shut him down.
Well, the thing is, like, so Data, pretty much he made 2 paintings. So we're going to kind of go back to Daesh. We made 2 paintings. This is how this is how Picard. They're interchangeable. So this is how Picard finds out who she actually is. Because there's 2 paintings. One he has in his office, but she's looking away. And then he goes to the archives, and that one she's looking forward to, and it's the same exact painting. And that was painted 20 some odd years ago
By Data.
Yeah. So and Data calls
the name of the painting is
the name of the painting is Daughter. So yeah, it was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. It's an interesting concept. I really like it. So now you have this, not sentient, but sentient, what do they call them? Oh, God. Oh, God.
Synths or, something.
Synthetics. Yeah, synthetics, right? Synthetics are pretty much just androids.
It's a replicant.
Yeah.
Wrong series.
Yeah, wrong series. So, it's pretty much, it's an interesting concept. Like I said, there's not a lot to go to that's going down, but Daesh is protecting Patrick's.
She ends up
Picard, and I thought, and then she gets spit on, like the Romulan, like acid
stuff on her, and then the gun blew up.
The gun blew up, and she kind of blew up with him, and I was sitting there like, oh. Well, crazy.
Yeah, and there was some kind of cover-up because they only found Picard on the roof by himself.
Yeah.
No dead bodies.
Yeah, no dead bodies, no nothing, no explosions. Just found him hit his head, but like every time that it was one of those things that every time that they try to get her on video, it was scrubbed. So
yeah,
it was. I think it was like her programming. It probably scrubs as soon as it goes through.
Could be.
Yeah, it's a crazy show already. I'm kind of glad that you guys got CBS All Access because it's a good I like it so far. It's a good show. But
what did you think about that end scene reveal?
That's what I was going to say. But that end scene reveal. So we find out she has a twin sister. Shocker, right? Twin sister. But it's like space soap opera, right?
Yeah.
My twin sister. Dun dun dun. And they're surrounded by a bunch of Romulans, right? Yeah. And they're taking apart a Borg cube. And I was like...
Well, when it first shows, it just shows the interior real close. You don't know where they're at.
Yeah, you don't know where they're at.
Because you see the ships coming in.
Yeah.
And she's talking to that dude, that Romulan dude. And
Romulan dude's trying to be like... He was all like dramatic.
Yeah.
I was like, I know you don't want to talk to me, but apparently her twin sister's a doctor.
Yeah.
And it's probably a psychotherapy, so...
It sounded like it because he mentioned something about the mental
because he said, well, you listen to people's problems all day long. Yeah. As soon as you're off, you don't want to listen to mine. So I was like...
Try me.
I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, and then they pan out from that.
And they keep on panning out. And keep on panning out.
And you're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And it's the Borg cube, and you see like one corner of it's completely caved out, but they're rebuilding it.
Yeah.
So the Romulans, they've been displaced.
Yep.
They got to find a place to live.
Well, they said 900 million or something like that.
Yeah, hey, nobody's using this cube. Anybody got dibs?
We call it. We got squatters' rights.
We got the landlord tries to go. 7 9 still around. Did you see her too?
I saw. Well, you don't see her in this episode, but you do see her in the previews,
Right?
Which is kind of cool because I was sitting here like I was 7 9 was Deep Space Nine, right?
Was it Deep Space Nine?
I forget. I like I said, I've only really.
I thought she was on Next Generation for a little while.
I don't think so. Maybe I could be wrong.
She might have crossed
It
over.
has been like 20 years since I've seen Next
it's been
Gen.
a while.
And as soon as they put like Next Gen in like widescreen and HD,
Buy the whole set.
yeah, I'll go right back into it. Hey, they're doing that with Friends, so I know it's possible.
So yeah. So you're going to see her. You're going to see
Riker, Yep.
Was that Marina? Was it Deanna Troy there?
Deanna
with him?
Troy, Marina Sirtis.
Data keeps popping up in his dreams.
Yeah, because I mean you have to understand, Data sacrificed himself, and he tried. So what they said is he tried to upload his consciousness into B4, and apparently I guess some of his consciousness went into Daesh and the sister. So
Well, they said most of it was not recoverable.
Yeah.
They said this new stuff they have that even if it's just a neuron
Yeah.
of it left, they can recover.
they could recover the entire, which is it's a pretty interesting concept.
So I'm
not
wondering
gonna
if
lie.
eventually by the end of the season we're going to start seeing Data come back.
Well, I mean, he's it's not like he's a dead role. It's a recurrent role. So I don't mind seeing him. Like I said, 20 years is a very long time, and he doesn't look like he did 20 years ago.
I want to see Worf, Ambassador Worf.
Ambassador Worf. Yeah, I think he was Ambassador Nemesis. I think so.
He's wearing the Life Day robes from Chewbacca. He borrowed those.
Because I remember him having that gold sash. So yeah, that's a crazy thing.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
remember.
it's all that nostalgia, seeing all those old characters again.
It's so crazy, but that they've been doing con so long, and we've been doing con so long, and you've seen these guys, and I've met
LeVar Burton. I forgot about him. We got to see Geordi again.
Yeah,
What's he doing? Probably teaching at the academy.
right. He's doing Reading Rainbow.
Geordi
Geordie LaForge.
the futuristic Reading Rainbow.
Well, they also he also the guy who plays Geordie LaForge,
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton. He says that he doesn't want to have the goggle things because eyes are such an expression that he doesn't want them to obstruct his acting.
It's the future that I'm sure they could, if they can recover data from one neuron, they can fix his eyes.
They can fix it. I mean, they already fixed that big gash on that lady's forehead. There you
You're
go.
done. All
like,
good.
Damn. I cut my finger the other day. It bled for like 3 days straight.
They should have took that to like some Klingons to see if they could fix their.
I wonder.
You got a tortoise shell on your head.
I wonder. Yeah. Well, I mean, like the new Klingons. I wonder if the new Klingons are going to look like the old Klingons. Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. But then again, it's looking like it's all from the original stuff. So it'd be kind of weird to see Worf and then see the new Klingons because I know it's a different timeline, but still it's kind of not a different time. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Well, but we haven't seen a Klingon yet, but they did preview a new captain, and they did preview new shipmates and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't think he got his
Well, he's still
back. He was on his ship.
Well, yeah, he's an admiral, but he's also retired. But there's actually a new captain. So
Maybe, but was he a captain, or was he just some dude who had a ship?
I don't
Maybe
know.
he's a smuggler. Maybe it was like a Han Solo, Star Trek's Han Solo.
Me, the droid, my dog, and no questions asked. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a very interesting show. I'm glad it started off with a lot of nostalgia. You also had a lot of ships that you saw, especially in the archives.
Right.
And everybody's like, so the Uber, and they don't like to be called Trekkies, they're called Trekkers. The Uber Trekkers are going to pick it apart.
You can call me either one. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Hey, do you think if he takes the dog with him on the ship and picks up Riker, and he says,
"Hey, number one," and they both look over?
Yeah. Number one, come over my lap.
I don't know.
Oh no, I don't.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think Riker's gonna come back because he looked all like Grizzly Man, and you don't see
He
it.
looked like Farmer Man. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's retired.
like peasant Riker.
But it's one of those things. I think what they're trying to do is I think they're trying to bridge that gap from the old next gen to the new next gen, because they know that the next gen is by far their most popular.
So Star Trek,
The newer generation, besides like Deep Space Nine and all that kind of stuff, which I never really got into. I was always a next gen fan. I was never even a Star Trek original fan.
I wouldn't mind them pulling in some of the other properties. You know, some people from Deep Space Nine, or what was the one with Scott Bakula?
Oh, Quantum Leap.
It's Star Trek Quantum Leap.
That'd be
Was
dope,
it Discovery
though.
he was in?
I think it was Discovery.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Discovery's the new one.
That's what I thought. Star Trek
Comment down below
Enterprise.
if you know what we're talking about. We're trying to memorize all this stuff, and
Yeah, I never watched the Scott Bakula one. I heard it was good.
well, I like Scott Bakula.
Maybe it'll be on All Access and we can watch it.
I'm pretty sure everything's on there right now. But you're all paying like $7 a month for it.
6, because we got the one with commercials. Because she's cheap.
Yeah, spend an extra 20 minutes per episode.
Exactly. And then first
for
commercial
$1.
come up, she complained. I'm like, but you just said to get the cheap one because you didn't want to pay the extra couple bucks for no. Just stop.
Yes, well, we all know my mother is very
Yes.
cheap. But either way,
Episode 1, full nostalgia.
It was a big fan fest, and I'm kind of glad you got it, because and if you want us to review every episode, comment down below, see what you guys think, and
It's another weekly one.
yeah, it's another weekly one. So you guys really liked the last time when we did the weekly. The Mandalorian. Yeah. So
The other Star Show.
the other Star Show, the one I'm a little bit more invested in, but like I said,
Literally invested.
yeah, thousands of dollars invested. But yeah, I think that's it from us. Comment down below what you guys think about this show. Are you excited for episode 2? And if you want to watch us, review this, comment down below and see what you think. If not, then comment down below what you want us to review or talk about. But I think that's it from us. While you're down there reviewing and telling us, go hit that like button and also that cool red subscribe button
Yes.
with that bell icon.
And if you want to see this unedited, we have Patreon now.
Oh yeah, get on Patreon.
You can see the behind the scenes stupidity.
Oh God. Oh no, you put the whole thing on
I
there?
literally only put the
no.
beginning and the end in it, and to keep the rest. The little talk nerdy to me beginning and ending intros and outros.
Oh no.
The
So
rest
you get to see all the unedited stuff, all the dumb crap that we talk about.
Picking our nose and
Oh God.
all kinds of other stuff.
I need to scrub that from the internet.
Using the 5-gallon bucket underneath the table.
Yeah, that's always interesting. I wish they had smell-o-vision now.
Oh, scratch and sniff the screen.
But yeah, so hit us out on Patreon. You can also download our podcast. All the links are down below.
Yes, sir.
You always copy and paste them. I did it one time. It just took too long. I'd rather let him do it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah,
Even when you put the picture in, they were just like, I was like, really?
I'm sitting there like, click, good, that's
There you
fine.
go. Hey, there. Oh, you like that? You want another picture? There.
Yeah, I did it once in like 2 years. You do it every time, so I don't hear. But either way, also hit that bell icon, because it actually tells you when we upload new things.
You will be notified.
You will be notified. You will be notified. And for the people who are listening to our podcast, have a good night. I know you are listening to us.
This is
Sweet
our
dreams.
ASMR ending.
And to that one person, you know who you are, who's listening to us right now. We know you're listening, and we love you.
A lot.
But yes, so either way, I think that's it from us.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough. Watch us next week for reviewing episode 2. My name is Patrick with Talk Nerdy to Me.
I'm Troy, also Talk Nerdy to
We
Me.
will see you nerds next week.
Later, nerds.
Bye, nerds. Oh my God, you really put unedited stuff on there? Yeah. Oh no. We're screwed.
Get nerdy with me. Tell me what game that you get on. Is it card or read? What kind of class do you play, girl? In an RPG.